he chronicled it himself. YOK Banja, Ella J Shadow. There's one name that's in the middle that he never mentions, and
that is Nova.
That's the one and only, the boogeyman. Monday, July 6, 2008, at the Hampton Center, the first ever SLMTV Awards. That's the night I lost a good friend.
Oh. Who was the good friend?
Me and Kao were friends.
This ain't about views and likes, man. This is about bars.
Woo! Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
Yo, Perfect. Who the African rapper sounding nice on my bit?
Real quick, man.
I know.
This award, man, I ain't even believe I could win it. Yo, Cal, I see you, daddy. Lord, I see you, daddy.
Hold on. I gotta pull that shit back because you mentioned the name. Because I'm trying to switch gear right now.
I already know. You talking about this?
Yeah.
This award, man, I ain't even believe I could win it. Yo, Cal, I see you, daddy. Lord, I see you, daddy.
You give a shout out to Cal, man. And this video was posted in 2008.
I can tell you the date. I can tell you the date on that. You want to know the date?
Yeah, let me know. July 9th. Go on.
The date was Sunday, July 6, 2008, at the Hampton Center, the first ever SLMTV Awards.
Where and which state was this in?
Maryland.
It was Maryland. Okay.
Commerce Center in Landover. That's the night I lost a good friend.
Oh. Who was the good friend?
Me and Kao were friends.
Yeah? So
I've never talked. Like, I don't talk about this in interviews, so like.
Well, we gonna talk about it, man.
There's certain things I won't say, but like, me and Kao were friends. We were cool. We were close. We used to talk on the phone. Like, I go to Philly, like, Sierra Leone Independence. Him, his wife, his wife at the time, his daughter, his eldest daughter, and his crew was at my girl's pick. They were there.
Okay.
He came up West Philly. They were there. Me and my girl, like, there's even a picture.
Okay. So then what happened?
Hold up. Man, listen, man. The game happened.
I don't understand.
I won the first ever SLMTV award, and it's just hell broke loose.
What you trying to say? He was jealous?
That's a question you gotta ask that man. I don't know. I can't to this day, and it's been over 12 years. I don't know.
I mean, because I had Kao on my channel. Shout out to Kao Denero, man. He gave me time, just like you give me time right now. So we had a long conversation, man. And your name never came up. But interestingly, when I posted your post, somebody asked a question, and I'm gonna ask you that question in a bit. So while I'm trying to pull that question up, tell me. So what happened? Like after the awards, that's it. You guys just kind of like stopped talking?
I mean, there was an interview he gave. And the interview was very derogatory.
What did he say?
Like, it's been so long I don't remember, but like it was heartbreaking on my part. I found that I was like very heartbroken. Like, damn, we Sierra Leoneans. If you felt the way, don't go to the press, man. You got my number. This is a dude when he was at war with artists. He called me for advice, and I'll give it to him. Like I tell him, like, instead of you responding, don't respond. Throw your 1-2 jab and throw a shot without saying nobody's name. Let the artist respond, and it looks like when you respond, because you look at every beef he's been in. He's beefed with everybody. You feel me? Anybody who gets up to his level, it's an automatic war. You feel me?
So is it him that instigates the beef, or these other people are the ones that bring the beef to him?
I can't speak for like certain things I don't know because it's third-hand information or what I don't know. I don't know what it is, but me and him, I didn't have a problem with him. That was my man. I considered him a friend.
and then you came out with Kisses Cemetery.
It's war. It's boxing.
You're right. So did he ever diss you?
I mean, yeah, he dropped a record called it's been L.J. were at war.
Yeah.
Like he said in if you there's a he chronicled it himself. YOK Banja, L.J. Shadow. There's one name that's in the middle that he never mentions, and
that is Nova.
That's the one and only, the boogeyman.
Huh. So I mean, when I heard that record, Kisses Cemetery, I'm like, wow, you went in on his ass, man. You went in on his ass, bro.
I mean, he threw a shot. He threw a shot, and the shot he threw, like, I believe in like Still Sharp and Chill. I believe I'm from the old school hip hop, like where two artists could go at it. You feel me? But when you cross boundaries, then, like I said in the beginning, violations lead down to demonstrations being made. All that was he did a violation. The demonstration was late, and I left it alone. I was done with it.
Interesting. I mean, you like. I actually wanted to for us to react to that record, but the record is old, so I'll probably do it myself one of these days when I have time. And
the record, like, to me, that record, like I say to people, right? It was like, oh, you and Kao had a beef. Would you ever go support like somebody beefing with him outside of Sierra Leone? I'm like, nah, tear that. I'll tear your ass if you come for Sierra Leone.
Okay.
I'll tear your ass. I'm like me.
I'm gonna ask you about him and Lyrical Joe. So I'm guessing you did hear about Lyrical Joe.
I always got gangster. You gotta keep your ears to the streets, baby.
Right. So right on the Kissing Me what is it? Kisses Cemetery, not Kissing Me. Kissing Me is in Florida. Kisses Cemetery.
It's named after one of the most famous cemeteries in Freetown.
Okay. So basically, trying to tell you, you're killing his career. Did the career die?
I mean, you gotta look at the time period the record dropped to when he released a new album. But at the end of the day, that was just us at a point in time in life where it was a survival move. You feel me?
Okay.
He considered himself the top dog, right?
I'm pulling up some questions. Go on. I'm listening to you though.
If you look at where I was at the time, I was just coming in the game.
Okay.
You feel me?
And he was already in the game.
I just came. I was coming in the game. I had made my name, but like, if I hadn't responded, you feel me? It's like war. You gotta. If the other side attacks and get there in war, there's battles to lead to the victory, right? Japan attacked the Philippines. Japan attacked Pearl Harbor with a sneak attack, right? Destroyed a good percent, about 60 to 70% of the Pacific Fleet, right? Only the USS Arizona and a couple other major battleship carrier groups got out of the harbor in Pearl Harbor, right?
Yeah.
Then MacArthur lost the Philippines, right? Then the Chinese took over Indochina, took over China, Mongolia, all these places, right? How did America win the war? When America came try to invade the Japanese island, we all know the Japanese were dangerous. The Japanese, they believe in the death, kamikaze, the art of Bushido, the way of the samurai. So how did America win World War II in the Pacific? They dropped Fat Boy from the Noya Gale. Big Boy and Fat Boy, right? The Noya Gale flew from Guam. You feel me? I felt like he came. I take nothing away from Kao, like as a not even an artist, it's me talking as a real person. Kao is one of those, he's a superb lyricist. He's got talent. But in war, I came with a nuclear bomb.
So why is it that I don't think he responded to your diss track? How did you feel about that?
That's the question you got to ask him.
I wish I knew about this when I had the interview. You know what I mean? Because I don't think he responded to you, and I don't think he responded to Shadow Boxer.
He sure responded to Shadow.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he responded to Shadow. Super lot. He let his young boy respond to Shadow, but when I dropped, nobody responded to me.
Did you reference Super? You know what? I have Super Lodge. I'm actually interviewing Super Lodge soon, so I'll probably ask him. But did you call Super Lodge like a choir singer or something like that? What did you call him? Disrespectful, man.
It's been 10 years since that record been out, a decade, man. I've done so much more beyond that, so I don't know what to say about that record.
All right, yo. So somebody asked this question. Please ask him if all those things that Kao Denero said about him is true. 1, are you still living in your mama's house? 2, are you sleeping on your mama's couch? And 3, are you fake or are you whack?
You heard 848.
I heard 848, but I don't know if you heard it. So,
but you heard 848, right?
What
does 848 sound like to you?
It's a dope track, man. Hey, yo, shout out to you. Your name is Isa Koroma. Isa Koroma, go check out 848 by Nova Soprano. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to answer all your questions, I got a clothing line coming out that's we in heavy negotiation for bags.
Yeah.
I'm hopping in and out of town on flights, riding in Ferraris, respected by well repudiated gangsters that have made Don Diva. Like, you know what I mean? I know real gangsters, like not no play gangsters, like dudes that they got documentaries on that been in Don Diva, that have done Mandela time, that's coming home now that I go check them. I go figure with them. Like I know real gangsters, like repudiated men of respect, women of respect. Like, so that's the best way I can answer your question.
All right, I got a next question. This one right here is from Sid Ken TV. Shout out to you, man. He has 2 questions. Well, one of them is more of a statement, and the other one is a question. He's like, I think he should focus on African market to make his name, and then transition to the international market so that we can embrace you a little bit more. And then he goes ask him what he thinks about African hip hop.
African hip hop is coming. Shatta Wale, Davido, Wizkid, what's that kid's name that got that record with Mastercraft? I'm for Lombigeti, if it's on another, they make me to la la la. I want to la la la. He was in a movie with Vita Genevieve on Netflix. It was a big movie where their family owned the luxury buses, and the father caught a heart attack, and the daughter had to take over, and the brother was a rapper.
I can't think of it. Hold on. I know the title of that movie. I just watched it not long ago.
He made a song, Obia. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? You have some top dudes.
But like, those are more like Afrobeat, though. We talking about like someone like Sarkodie, someone like Calligraph Jones.
I was like, you know what I mean? Outside of whatever, Sarkodie a dope lyricist. He put on for Ghana.
Right.
I respect anybody that's trying to put Africa on the map. Even myself, I'm from the States. I was born in the States, but that's my culture. So if I feel like I can attack the States to put the flag for Africa here, I'm going to do that. Because when you hear my records, I talk about it.
Right. You definitely do. You do mention like, you know, where you're from and stuff like that. So what do you think? Do you think your target is Africa or is America?
Huh?
Your target, your market target.
My market is global, but of course I'm gonna tap into what's mine. Afro beats belong to me more than it belong to, like, you see American artists tap into it, but artists like me, and they culture appropriate. That's the best way I could put it. To make a dollar with me, I would be shining a light on my people. I would be shining a light on my people. I can do that. And I have those records, but I don't feel the time was right to release them. Everything is like, you just can't throw something out if it's not strategically done. Like, this is business, not. They say it's the music business, not the music. It's business. You got to be strategic. You got to have a plan, and you got to have a target to execute. And at first, I'm a CEO first, artist second. So as a CEO, when I sit around with my chief operating officer, my chief financial officer, the head of marketing, head of digital promotions, and we sit around and we make plans. We strategic plan for marketing. When I sit with a producer, like say a specialist or M-Easy Beats or Abdul G or Corey Orlando, these are guys. Some of these guys or P. Carrera. P. Carrera was Grammy nominated. Specialists is not only work with African artists, but some of the biggest Jamaican artists, some of the big up hip hop American artists. So when I sit down with these guys, it's got to be a strategy. It's not I go and make a beat, I zone. It's a strategy behind anything Nova Soprano does. So yes, when the time is right, I won't say when, but when it hit, it's gonna hit.
Absolutely, man. Let's see. There's a question here. Ask him. Shout out to Dalton Weeks. It says, ask him if it's possible to do a collaboration with Kao Denero, and then also ask him what his take is on like the saloon, hip hop, and music industry as a whole.
Cal know how to reach me.
That's not a question.
Cal knows how to reach me.
What does that mean? You're not answering the question though.
You know how to reach me. If he wants it, he can call. I'm not.
The question was, would you do a collaboration with Kao? Not like would Kao do collaboration with you? So what are you saying? Yes, you would?
He knows listen, me and Kao was in music. We were friends.
Uh-huh. So when your friendship with Kao broke down, yeah? And a shout out to Kao, man. I got his contact, man. You just gotta say the word, man. I'm gonna link y'all two together again. But the point is this, yeah. When your friendship with Kao broke down, did you try to repair it, or you just like left the gangster? Because you know, like at that time you were young. I mean, this is like 12 years ago, right? You were younger. You were a lot younger, so you're probably a lot hot-headed.
About this, but because I rock with you, you're the only person. This is the only time you will ever hear me discuss this, and I respect you as a. You're one of those guys, your reputation, you're not no sucker. You don't be in no, I'm going to say this to him and go say this. I studied you before you even know who I was.
Uh-huh.
So I respect you. Your reputation is impeccable. So as a man of respect, I'm going to give you that respect like a Don's. I'm going to give you that respect. Like we having a conversation. Like I stepped to Cal on some gangster shit. Like no diss. He was with his wife. I came at him. I said, bro, I heard some things in the media. What's up? And we was at a show. We both performed that. He didn't even know I was performing. I just happened to pop up. And they said Nova perform. And he was sitting at a table. And when he see me, he stuck his hand out. I shook his hand right back out of respect.
So then what happened?
Because
y'all just squashed it right there.
Huh?
So then y'all just squashed it right there, right? It's squashed.
So when he said, listen, though, hear this, right? After the show ended, they was cleaning up. It was me, him, and I had my goons. He was with his people and his wife. I pulled him to the side. I said, Brody. I said, yo, man. This is before I even heard the interview. I'd already gotten word from somebody in Freetown. It was like, yo, Cal did an interview and he was very derogatory. I thought y'all saw pull him to the side. If you go back and look at Cal's catalog, Cal shouted me out in a song called Warrior he did. Shout out my bro Nova Soprano. Right there shows you me and this man weren't beefing. That was my man. I respected him like that. Mm-hmm. To this day, even at that, they say when you go to war, you gotta love your enemy. I still love that nigga. I got mad love for the nigga. I don't hate. I got love for niggas, but if it got, like I said, a violation is when a violation leads to a demonstration being laid down. That's all I believe in. So like. When I asked him, he told me, nah, it wasn't like that. Don't worry about it. Shook his hand. That's the last time we had seen each other anywhere. You went on his press runs. I went back to the band, though. You feel me? I just do this to do what I do. Let the people know I'm around. I'm nice. Went back to the track. Go get my coins. Go get my greenback. So then, the editor and the reporter who did the article contacted somebody close to me and hit me. Was like, yo, I want to do an interview with you to get your response from Kao Denero. I said, excuse me? He sent me quite, it was like a shocker to me. Like, I'm prepared for it, but I still, like, I come in peace, but I come in peace, but prepared for war. Uh-huh. So, like, when I got the questions, I was with my crew in the studio, and I was reading it, and I was like, whoa. So I called dude. I say, yo, I seen the question. He said, oh, you didn't see the article? He emailed the article. I read the article. I was like, wow. I wasn't disappointed, but I was disappointed. Like, yo, damn, he lied to me. That's like you seeing me, like, yo, you be like, yo, no, I be like, yo, Doc, what's up? Oh, I heard you was on another platform and you was disrespecting DK Entertainment. And I'm like, nah, man, it ain't like that, Doc. You my man. You know I was gonna finish playing, boom, we cool. You leave, and then you were doing an interview with another editor. They interview about DK Entertainment. And they say, oh yeah, Nova Soprano said fuck DK Entertainment. Yo, DK, and you like, what?
Well, yeah, that would catch me off guard. Yeah, for sure.
Wait a minute. In your head, you gonna be like, I seen this man.
Not long ago.
This man looked me in my eyes. It's not like, oh, I caught him on the phone. I don't do that phone shit. I want to see him face to face. Because, yo, a man's body language is everything. You're a doctor, so I know you know this. When you talk to a man, I look a man in his eyes. So his body language was like nothing. So when I saw it, I was like, boom. I said, cool, let the games begin. I sent the shot back. Boom. Let it go. Some time passed. Him and LJ got into it then. He violated me on Facebook. We had an argument. If best of my recollection, he did a record. And in his record, he threw a shot at me. He was disrespectful. Like the line, he read that, those are the lines he said in the song. So I said, oh, you want to bring mamas into this. Beef with Nova Soprano is different. That's fair game. I probably diss me all you want. But don't bring the queen in it.
Which song of his was that one? I'll probably have to check that out.
It's called Reply to Ella Gay. It's on YouTube.
Reply to who?
Ella Gay. That's the name of the record. Reply to Ella Gay.
Okay. I'm gonna check that out. Man, I love some beef songs, man. You know what I'm saying?
So, when the record came out, I heard about it, but I didn't believe it. Then when the record dropped, I was like, oh, it's on. You feel me?
Like, so he was dissing LJ, he threw a shot at you.
He dissed LJ and he gave me 8 bars.
Oh, alright. I see him. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that shit out.
It was a diss to LJ. It was a response to LJ's song, Whoa Whoa Boy.
Okay.
So he threw shots at LJ the whole song, and then on verse 2, the 8th bar is when he switched. And then he gave me 8 bars.
You counted that shit, huh? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a subliminal train of thought as a rapper. I listened to it. I sat back in the chair where I was sitting. I didn't say much.
Mm-hmm.
Then things just started coming into play. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't go looking for information, man.
Absolutely, man. Hey yo, this is good enough, man. Now you got me some shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go fishing, man. I'm gonna go fishing. You got me the hook, man.
But like as a fan, I respect him. I respect him for what he's done for Sierra Leone, even though like with our industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have an industry. I wouldn't say because there's no proper setup or network, but for what he's done,
yeah.
So where he's reached, like I'm a real one. I tip my hat to him.
For real.
I salute him.
And
it's no harm in war.
And that seems to be the general sentiment, yo. No matter how you feel about him, like he still is kind of like, you know, almost like the flag bearer of the country when it comes to music.
I wouldn't say the flag bearer, but he's one of the standard. I would say like I give him his respect for the work he puts in.
Okay.
Now other things, I might not agree with other things, but he's put his work in, and I tip my hat to. Listen,
I salute you, sir.
I don't hate on nobody. I give everybody their respect and their props.
Facts.
I salute you. But at the end of the day, man, Africa for Africa. This is the mentality I want every African artist to go by. By Africa, for Africa.
Y'all heard it right here, man. Y'all need to shut the fuck up and listen to bars.